Hey everybody, this is Callaway Talks. I'm Harry Arnett with Arnold Palmer. It's Arnold Palmer. I will repeat that for you watching at home. Arnold Palmer is on Callaway Talks. And Mr. Palmer, thanks again for being here. You've had a long association with Callaway. How did that start? When did that start, and how did that start?
Well, it's long before. I knew Ely way back before he was in the golf club business. He was in the wine business, and he was in the, there were a few other things that he had involved himself in. But we were friends, and we never, the friendship was always there. And then he got into the golf club business, and of course, we used to laugh about that, and he did a great job with it, and he was a good guy. He was a friend of mine, and we had a lot of fun talking about clubs. I often said, just give me the steel in the middle of that wood shaft, and I'll be all right.
And did you guys meet through golf, or did you meet through business originally?
Well, it was, he's a North Carolina boy, and I was a Wake Forest man, so it was a natural thing that we would meet. We didn't get to know each other really well until the Callaway situation came along.
And then, so that was, in the 90s, I believe, and then what was that conversation like to see if you had any interest in officially and formally becoming part of Callaway?
Well, he became interested in buying a company that I was associated with, so we talked that out, and it worked out very well. And of course, the fact that he was a moving guy. He was a very interesting person, one that produced and kept the ball moving all the time. And of course, we had something in common, so we put it together.
And I know a little bit about Mr. Callaway. People said that when he wanted something, he tended to get it. What was that sales pitch like to you to get you to come aboard?
Well, he convinced me that if I joined him, I could help him do something that he wanted to do, and I agreed, so we joined.
And so that, over the course of many years with the company, and you've seen sort of a lot of different parts of Callaway, from good times to not so good to now, hopefully better again. And you've stayed with us. What's the relationship been like as over the past 15 years?
Well, I think that Callaway has really found it now and are doing wonderfully well. I think the equipment, the various strategies that are being put into effect in the company is wonderful. I think it will continue to grow. I think that Chip Brewer is a great person to be running it. I think he is a welcome to the establishment of golf. He's been there, he knows what he's doing, and I'm going to endorse him whenever or whatever, and I think that the company as a general situation has improved way beyond even my expectations.
Well, Chip doesn't exactly have a barn full of clubs, but being in his office, I think you'd be impressed by the number of clubs that he's got in there. It would remind you, I think, of yourself in the eye, et cetera. And I hope that's something that people will see from Callaway, is just an attention to detail and really a commitment to performance.
Well, I think the thing that is so important and so good is the fact that he is sticking with the principles of good golf and good club making, and that is the most important thing. I really think that Callaway is on the right track, and I think that, well, I'd just like to be around for a few more years to watch the action and watch what happens as the years roll on.
And a commitment that you mentioned is probably reminiscent of your first conversations with Mr. Callaway about the company and where he wanted to take it, because it was pretty simple back in the day of what he wanted to do with the brand.
Well, he did it, and he did a good job, And of course, it was fun working with him. I spent a lot of time just he and I talking about what was going on in the game, and he has carried it way beyond where even I thought it would go.
No better guy to have associated with your company or brand. He's been a part of the game his entire life, obviously, and we're honored to have you as a part of Callaway for many, many years. And as you said, feels like we're just getting started. So let's keep going, huh?
Well, I think that it was a wonderful thing bringing the Big Bertha back. You can say whatever you want to say about equipment, but the Big Bertha was something that helped make Callaway an outstanding company when they started producing it, and the fact that now they're back with the Big Bertha is unbelievable, and I think that even Chip will be surprised and happy with the results that he gets with the Big Bertha.
Well, if we can satisfy Chip, I know that we've done something, because he's, just like you, always looking for an edge on the golf course, and Big Bertha certainly is going to bring that to you. I know it's going to bring it to you as well in your bag, one of your bags, because you may have been known to maybe go a little bit over the 14 club limit on your cart as you drive around Bay Hill.
You mean everyone doesn't carry more than 14 clubs?
Shouldn't they? Shouldn't they? Well, how about right now on Callaway Talks, we're laying the gauntlet down. Arnold Palmer said it. What do you think is the right number of clubs? 30, 35?
Oh, well, as a minimum, that's very good.
To be in Mr. Palmer's foursome, you have to have a minimum of 35 clubs in your bags, I guess, or 2 or 3 bags. I'm in, so let's get that done right now.
You know, I also work for the USGA, so I got to be careful what I say.
USGA. Well, maybe we could go talk to them up in New Jersey when we're done here.
They're wonderful to talk to, believe me.
To talk to. Arnold Palmer on Callaway Talks. Mr. Palmer, we really appreciate having you on the show today.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.